big tour.
And they were another band that was on your label. Huh?
Yeah, we did. Well, they had one record out prior to our involvement, so we combined that record with on one side, which was a short EP. We put on a bunch of new songs on the B side, so we made a full-length album out of it, and we agreed to put it out and put them on tour with Raw Power, which was a pretty good, smart move, and because of the touring, both records started selling really well.
So as you were releasing more and more records from more and more bands,
Right.
and you got a lot of good bands, a lot of bands. I mean, once I got to know you years ago now, and actually realized how many bands were actually on your label, you know, I've always obviously been like involved in this stuff since I was a young teenager, but I was never like the biggest like nerd about digging for bands and stuff, which is just like more of a testament, because it was weird how like even me not being like the most like hardcore into like digging up old obscure shit, like I was like, oh whoa, I know like half these, like they weren't like unheard of groups,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Unknowns.
Because I got friends that like they won't even listen to anything unless they know, you know, it was found in the fucking bottom of a fucking trash can in you know, Kansas City or some shit like that. I don't know, but
Yeah, I think the Screams from the Gutter really put us on the map as a label. And of course, COC had our imprint on it, so I didn't hurt it at all.
As you were, I apologize for interrupting, but
No, it's fine.
as you were putting out more and more bands, right?
Yep.
You're putting out bands that have a following, you know, you're already,
Well,
I'd imagine.
they had a following in their hometown, maybe, but when I put out the record, I wanted to get them on the road,
Yeah.
exposed not just to their own
So you
group of
were
friends, but they want to get a new.
you were
following.
financing. Were you financing or organizing tours for these bands?
I
as
was
well?
organizing tours. Yeah, I was. It was all done by phone. There wasn't any. You couldn't do it on the internet. It was all people you would know. And there's a network of different clubs around the country. Some were just bars. Some were kind of rip-off joints. And some places were like do-it-yourself venues that had all ages. And that network started because Black Flag and DOA started opening up this network around the country in Canada where bands could play.